What's going on, guys? Just want to do a quick update video on the 2022 Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sports. As you can see in the last video, actually I can't remember it because it's been over a month, but there used to be some red on the bike and some dark blue. Now I've just got the light blue, and everything that was red completely blacked out. So I'm trying to change it up a little bit because first of all, I hate having the same thing that everybody else has got. And two, I just didn't care for that red. It wasn't like a cool Honda red. It was like a maroon sparkle red. I don't know. I wasn't digging it. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I just covered it up. So I think I like this better. Somehow I've managed to get about 800 miles on it, which you can't see right now. It's pouring rain outside. It's the middle of the day, and this is Florida summer, so I'm not going to be able to do a whole ton of riding. But I actually like the way this is looking much better. As you can see, everything that, this used to be red. This was all red here. Actually, even though my bag's covered up, that's all blacked out now as well, and I just followed the design of the bike, put the white where the white is, and wherever there was red, I blacked out. You can see I've gone through quite a bit of 3M wrap here. So, and then these, of course, if you don't know the bike, you wouldn't know, but this was all dark blue. Put some white pinstriping on to kind of blend it. This was all dark blue. It almost looked black, a shiny black, but then when you had the lights on it, you could tell it was definitely blue. I do have a new seat on the way because this purple looking seat I wasn't digging either. For some reason, I tell you what, my most expensive bikes, I have the most problem with the way they look. My R1s, I wrapped my other blue, gray, and white R1 completely and changed the color, but I really love the way that it turned out. Actually, one of my most favorite R1s that I've owned out of the 3 or 4, or however many it was. But anyways, this is, I don't know. I just like to change it up, first of all, and I just wasn't digging the red. If it was a cool red, if it was a cool regular Honda red without the metallic sparkle in it, I totally would have been fine. I think from the last video, I put the Outback motortek upper bars on. I don't know why. It just was taking forever to put those on. I had other stuff going on, but this is the way it's looking right now, and I like it. Really liking the way it's turning out. I do have some other things on the way. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some tire letters on this, like I did my old sport bikes. Kind of like you see here on my Kodiak 700. So I'm sure I'll have a discount code for that soon. I'm going to have a discount code coming up for the seat concept seat that they're going to be sending me, which is a one-piece, completely blacked out carbon sides, gripper top, and will look much, much better because obviously right now that blue does not match at all on this bike. Actually, I'm quite surprised they went with this, and maybe it looked a little bit better, I guess, when this was a darker blue, but still just doesn't match the blue of the bike at all, in my opinion. I've also considered blacking all the blue out completely and just making it a black and white. And my thumbnail pick will probably be the blue one up top and the black and white one that I kind of photoshopped just to see what it kind of looked like. I don't know. Let me know what your opinion is on the just completely black and white one versus the black, white, and blue. Even my wife thinks the blue looks better. It gives it a little bit more pop instead of just such plain Jane black and white. And it's starting to grow on me, although I think it would look pretty sharp with just black and white, no blue at all. I did try to wrap this tank all black here. I gotta tell you, I can't do it. I'm just, it's over my pay grade. I'm not that good of a with a 3M wrap that I can get these angles. I even try to, because what I've been having to do is actually take masking tape or painter's tape and lay a template out and trace it out, stick it on my 3M wrap and cut it out individually. It's a bastard, I will tell you. It's a pain to do, but it's coming out just about perfect. I mean, you can see it's followed the lines perfectly, just like stock. It's just black now. So the blue does give it a little pop, and it's going to look so much better. You know, if you take that blue out of there, it should look pretty sharp. So give me your opinion on if you think I should just black it out. I'm going to have to take it to a wrap shop, though, because I just don't have the skills to do this top section. I can do this little stuff here. And this doesn't look fun either. I don't think this is going to be too difficult to take this side piece off. But, you know, some people say, why would you get the adventure sports and, you know, and get rid of the Honda colors, the red, you know, the white, the blue. I don't know. I just, because I can and I want to. I just don't love the way the red looked. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I did this. I've been working on this for a little while, getting rid of that red. So I don't know. I just, you know, there's quite a, you know, I just like it. I just like it different. That's just all there is to it. And some people seem to have loved what I've done and love the change up and love the difference. And some people just can't believe I would, you know, ever change it. But as you can see, I pretty much do, this was black and a matte black, you know, what a 2021 looks like. And you can see what it looks like now. One of my favorite bikes I've ever owned is right here, this Tenere 700. I love the way it looks, and I love the way it turned out, and hoping the same goes for this one. Because I absolutely love this motor, man. This bike is, and maybe it's because, you know, again, the Tenere is no slouch. It's a fast bike, but you guys know, if you followed me for a while, the bikes that I've had, the Ducatis, the R1s, the MT-09s, the MT-10s, I've had every fast bike known to man, and you know, I think the Tenere is pretty decent for what it is. Well, this is the Honda is much faster. So this is, obviously it's nowhere near the sport bike power that I'm used to, but this is more of the power that I've, you know, ride around in with over 100 horsepower. So I'm loving this bike. And the DCT, I'll say it again, I would have never bought it if I had a choice between a clutch and the DCT. I would have bought the clutch, of course, but since I did not have the choice, I was almost forced to get the DCT. I love it. Absolutely love the DCT. It works awesome. It changes gears when I would change gears. And even if it doesn't, like sometimes I want to really, when I get up on the on-ramp and, you know, I hit 100 miles an hour going on an on-ramp, you know, I may have to click it down to third or fourth, but I don't, it usually does it for me. Double back shifts down when I really crank on it and let it move. It scoots pretty good. I also have the exhaust. I ordered that a month and a half ago, and they're saying it's going to be probably another month. So it's coming from Italy. If you don't know who it is, I don't think I've mentioned it much, if at all, even on Instagram. It's the MIV exhaust. I just happen to like the way the mid-pipe runs up, you know, and just kind of looks like it gives a little bit more clearance. It just looks clean and out of the way. I actually don't love the pipe that much, but I love the way the mid-pipe is. And then it's truly so inexpensive to just get a pipe of any sorts like I did for the Tenere. This is about the least expensive pipe you can purchase for a motorcycle. And it's been fantastic. It sounds phenomenal. It's lasted. Thankfully, I haven't crashed at all on the Tenere. Gotten close, but even if I drop it, it's in the sand. It's not that big of a deal because that's all we have here is sand. But it's been great so far. And if I got to replace it, it's like less than $100, I think. $100 or less, something like that. So if I'm not totally digging the pipe that comes on it, which I don't love the look of it, it seems a little long for me, but I'll have the mid pipe, I'll figure out the opening, and then I can replace the pipe for pretty inexpensive. That pipe does not come with these stupid flap. I can't never remember the name of it. Exhaust valve. So, you know, when you hit the throttle, it immediately opens up. I know everybody thinks it's for the low end torque, this, that, and the other thing. They do the same thing on the R1. When I took the when I took the flap off the R1 and let it open up, there is zero difference, in my opinion. Maybe it'd show different on the dyno. Zero difference on the low end torque of that bike. It actually feels like it's faster. Feels like it breathes more. And I'm sure it's just a stupid emission thing. I mean, it just can't get much cleaner. You could, you know, breathe the air right out of the back of this pipe. It's so clean as is. But this is just, as soon as you put the throttle, it just opens up anyways. I think it's all emission stuff. It has nothing to do with the low end torque. My R1s have had it, and it just runs so much better even without a tune. So everything, I'll still have the cat on there, so I won't need a tune. So we'll see how that goes. That's on the way. The seat's on the way, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do the tire letters. I think the white will pop against the gold and match with the white and the black that's on there now. I think it'll look pretty sharp. If not, I think I'm going to eat through some tires on this. I can't help but spin everywhere I go. So it's a fun bike. But don't get me wrong, I jump on my Tenere and tell myself I would never sell this one either. I think I'm going to stick with these bikes for a little while. I do love this whole, I know it sounds cheesy because I've been on nothing but sport bikes and street bikes forever. But these are so much fun. And it's so much fun to just jump off the side of the road and hit a trail. So anyways, that's my update. This is what it's looking like so far. Done the first oil change on it. Pretty easy, especially with the new Outback motortek skid plates. 4 bolts, comes right off. Drain the oil, there's 2 plugs. Change the DCT filter, change the regular oil filter. It's a little, I don't know, I think it probably took me 45 minutes if I had to guess. Fairly easy. No issues with the bike so far. Runs perfect. Very, very happy with it. So I'm telling you, if you guys are diehard clutch guys, and I'm not saying I'd ever necessarily just give up my clutch stuff completely, because I do have my Tenere, but you ought to just give the DCT a chance. It's really pretty phenomenal. I just watched a review of a guy and said he didn't like it because the city and this, that, and I think this is where the bike is awesome at, is in the city. Not having to do the clutch work, you know, with stop and go traffic. That's part of the awesomeness of this DCT. And he said he didn't think it'd be good for the city. I think it's phenomenal for the city. That's where it's perfect at. Highway, I mean, like I said before, think about it. Everything's gone to quick shifter anyways. You clutch down in first, and then you're quick shifting and up and down shifting without the clutch anyways. And that's exactly what this is doing. And you're never going to be able to outshift a computer quickness-wise. So just saying, you ought to give it a try. I'm not pushing it. Everybody to each their own. But I would have never tried it in a million years, like I said, unless I was almost forced to. And I like it a lot. So, all right, guys, that's my update. Stay tuned. When I get the seat, the exhaust, tire letters, I'll do another update. One of these days when it stops raining, I don't know if you can see my driveway, but it is pouring right now. I will do a ride vid and let you know how that goes. All right, guys, see you.